Welcome to your Chi Flow class today. We're just going to begin laying down on our backs, making yourself comfortable here, the feet rolling out, palms facing the sky. Allowing your body to sink down into the earth and be held here as you connect into your breath. Slowly deepening your breath, filling up the entire belly with your inhales, and allowing yourself to soften on your exhales. And sensing into your lungs, noticing how they fill up with fresh chi and release old chi. Feeling their expansion, the space that they fill up in your body as you take a deep breath in. And feeling into their softening as the air leaves and they sink back inwards. Just keeping your awareness on your lungs and the sensation of the inhale, the exhale. Noticing your lungs with a curious compassion, feeling them fill up with that fresh chi. They expand in the body, and feeling them soften and melt downwards, inwards, as you release old chi. From here, we're gently and slowly going to move the arms into eagle arms. So, just when you're ready, you're going to bring one arm underneath the other. So, it doesn't matter what one goes under first. Wrapping the arms around each other as much as comfortable. Maybe the fingers interlace. And just resting the arms down. And feeling into the back of the lungs here, how they are opening to the earth. Taking deep breath in and slow breath out. Taking 3 more breaths. And then gently releasing and taking it on the other side. Just swapping what arm was underneath. Again, resting them down. Feeling the lungs opening to the earth as you breathe here. Taking another full breath. And gently releasing your eagle arms and stretching them up and overhead. Taking a full body stretch. And then finding a banana stretch on one side. So just gently interlacing the fingers, walking them over, and walking the feet over. Just making sure hips and shoulders stay on the earth. Taking 3 more breaths on this side. Gently releasing, coming to center, full body stretch. And then to the other side. Breathing into this side body. Giving the lungs that space to really expand here. Taking 3 more breaths. And finding center, full body stretch. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest. And taking any little movements here. And then gently rock and rolling up and down the mat. Hands behind the knees. Massaging the spine. When you're ready, we'll meet in a tabletop position. The knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Slight engagement of the core so your back is flat. And gazing just at the top of the mat. Just pausing for a moment here to connect into the pulse of your breath. And then gently beginning your cat-cow movement. So as you inhale to cow, feeling the lungs expand in the front of your body, opening them up. And as you exhale to cat, feeling the lungs soften in the back of your body as you stretch them upwards. Just continuing with this movement, awareness on the lungs as you breathe here. If you'd like to, taking any other movements that you'd wish. Might just like to tuck the toes under to stretch the feet or gaze off to the side, stretching the side body. Just doing whatever feels good for the next 3 breaths. And then meeting in your downward facing dog. Gentle bend in the knees. Taking any movements here in the legs. You might like to pedal them out or stretch up onto tippy toes. Perhaps finding a little bit of stillness. And gently gazing at the top of your mat and walking the feet forward, forward fold. Knees are softly bent as you reach the hips to the sky. And taking your ragdoll arms if you'd like here. Otherwise, you can just let them hang. And taking any movement that feels good in your body. And gently releasing your arms to the earth. On your next inhale, find a halfway lift. So the hands will travel up to the knees, nice flat back. And as you exhale, just softening all the way down. And taking 4 more rounds. Just allowing your lungs to lift you up here and to carry you back down. And gently rolling up to stand vertebrae by vertebrae till you get to the top. Just rolling the shoulders back and down. I like to roll the shoulders a couple of times. And gently bringing left hand to your heart, right hand to your tummy. Knees are just gently bent here so they're not locked out. Tailbone tucked under as you lengthen through your spine. Just feeling into your lungs here, into your breath. Taking another deep breath. And then releasing your arms by your sides. Just connecting inwards. Softening the face. And we'll bring the hands up to the face, just underneath the chin, palms facing inwards. And just taking one leg a little bit forward than the other and pressing the arms out as you lean into that leg. The arms come back in and the leg steps back in. Just gently taking a little step out, pressing the hands, leaning into the leg. The hands face the body as you step back in. Inhaling as you stretch the arms out. And exhaling as they come back in. Just taking one more on each side. Coming back to center, breathing in And releasing the arms by your sides. And gently bringing the hands to the heart space now. Anjali Mudra, so palms are touching. I'm going to separate heaven and earth. So one hand comes overhead, palm facing skywards, and the other hand just comes by your hip, palm facing downwards. And as you stretch the arms apart, you're just lengthening through the spine, top of the head, and then softening as the hands meet back at the heart, knees bend. Breathing in as the hands separate heaven and earth. And breathing out as the hands meet at your heart, at your lungs. Just one more on each side. Breathing in fresh chi. Breathing out old chi. Last one. Hands resting at your heart space. And we're gently going to extend the arms up over the head now. Finding autumn bird. Hands float down, and as they come by the hips, the middle finger is going to stretch backwards as you extend the leg back. And maybe you just come onto the toes of that back leg or hover it a little bit. Shoulder blades together. Releasing, hands back to the sky. Floating the arms. Come by the hip, middle finger stretches back as the leg extends. Heart open. Just deep, slow breathing. Just allowing your body to follow your lungs, your breath. One more here, like this. And then extending the arms overhead. Keep going with this autumn bird movement. Just on the next time you release the leg and the hands reach to the sky, we're going to come into Stork Pose. So the knee lifts to the chest or as high as comfortable. And then releasing it down as the hands move past the hip. Reaching hands to sky, knee up, core engaged. And then floating it down, the leg extends back. Extending the leg back, opening the chest, finding your stork pose, and then here crossing the ankle over the knee, flying the arms out to the sides, gazing steady ahead, and then bringing the hands together at heart, squeezing the top thumb. And then gently releasing hands to sky stalk and extending your other leg back. Hands to sky stalk pose. And then eagle, extending the arms in flight. And bringing the hands together, cupping them, squeezing the top thumb. Releasing into stork pose. And then releasing the leg down, arms relaxed by your sides, sweeping hands to sky. On a breath in and forward fold on your exhale. And just holding here, allowing the tummy to rest on the thighs, bending the knees as much as you need to. Then taking the feet back, downward facing dog, and taking any movements that you'd like here. Just releasing the body, giving a bit of space to the lungs to lift and open, to soften and to release. And bringing your knees down, melting heart. Just making sure your knees are underneath your hips. Stretching the arms out and resting down, forehead or chin to the earth. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can always take a child's pose if you'd prefer. Bring your awareness back to your lungs, feeling them open and expand in the body as you inhale, and feeling it soften, release on your exhale, melting inwards. Taking 3 more deep breaths. And gently helping yourself up, finding your Shavasana. So you may like to bring a bolster or some cushions underneath the knees. Otherwise, just extending the legs, feet relaxed, palms facing the sky. Just taking a few deep breaths in through your nose and sighing it out the mouth. Just completely releasing into your relaxation. And slowly beginning to deepen your breath. And taking any movements that you'd like. You're just wriggling the toes, fingers, rolling the ankles or wrists. You might like to take a stretch overhead or gently hug the knees into the chest. And gently rolling off to your preferred side. And taking 3 slow breaths. Gently helping yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Resting the hands in the lap on the thighs, palms facing upwards. And closing down your eyes once more. Staying in tune with the pulse of your breath. And sensing into how your lungs feel now as they're breathing in that new chi and releasing the old chi. And sensing into your lungs as you breathe in, the space they take as they expand. And sensing into the lungs as you exhale, as they soften and melt inwards. Bringing your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra, bowing your head. We'll seal our practice with one chant of Om, breathing in to connect, breathing out. Inhale for Om. And thank you for your practice today, being with me. I'll see you again soon.